Angry guy here, and men are refusing to give their money to American women and becoming passport bros instead. Men are refusing to give their money to American women and becoming passport bros instead. This is a long time coming where a lot of guys are fed up. They're realizing that they're not going to do it anymore. They're not going to hand over their hard earned money to women who do not value them. And instead, they're going overseas, finding Filipino wives and giving them great lives.
You want to make sure he has money that you can take when you decide to leave.
Ladies, do not date a guy who has less than you. Less money, less ambition, less intelligence, less drive, less career. I know as Black women, we're the only race, by the way, that is always motivated, and we're always being told to date down and to not date up or look for more. When you date down, these men tend to become very jealous and envious and vindictive towards you when you have more than them and when you're doing more than them. And I've personally experienced that. It doesn't matter how sweet he is. They will always turn around and be jealous of you if you have more than them, if you're doing more than them. So don't date men who are not where you're at or above.
Good luck finding those high earners, because those people they've already found the people that they want to marry, or they're already married, or they're not looking to marry. So, what makes you think that those people will settle for you? So, good luck to your singleness. You better buy a dog or.
These women are out of their minds. I mean, they're basically saying that they are looking for guys that are better than them, that are smarter than them, that are wealthier than them, that. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and they're surprised when they find themselves being 50, 60 years old, single and alone, which is the future for a lot of millennial women at this point. Guys, I'll be 40 in October. I'll be 40 in October. I was born in 1983, and I'm not the oldest of the millennials. The oldest of the millennials were born in 1981. 1981 through 1986. Those are the millennial years. All right, there are 42-year-old millennials right now. There are 42-year-old millennials right now walking this earth. 42. Okay? I mean, people need to really understand. Half of all women, 45% of all women are predicted to be single and childless come 2030, between the ages of 25 and 44. All right? In 2030, that is 7 years from now, I will be 47 years old. I will be 47 years old, and if I'm still alive. I'm just being honest. Like, if I'm still here, because we never know. And the oldest of the millennials will be 49, 1 year away from 50. Okay, and the youngest of the Gen Xers will be 50. The youngest of the Gen Xers will be 50. All right, with many of them already in their mid 60s or pushing their mid 60s. That's where we're going to be at. All right. More than half of all millennials in 2030 will be in their 40s. More than half. The youngest of the millennials will be 35. 34 going on 35. The youngest. The absolute youngest will be 34 going on 35. That's the absolute youngest. I want y'all to think about that very, very carefully. All right? Like there's no more playtime. This is it. Password bros don't want to deal with this crap anymore. They don't want modern women taking their money anymore. They don't want American women taking their money anymore. They're done with it. They're walking away.
Men want a woman like their mother. Free labor, run you into the ground, look the other way when he does something bad, when he puts his hands on you, when he cheats. His mama excused all his bad behavior. And she excused his father's cheating. So he's going to expect that of you.
Whoever disappointed this lady, I mean, it did.
Guys, it's just unbelievable. It's just crazy. You have these black women don't need no man, black women, and then these are the same ones to call the cops if they hear somebody outside their door making sounds that worry them. I don't need no man, but you need the support of the government to pay your bills. I don't need no man, but you're calling 911 if you hear a sound. Oh, I heard a sound, so you need to get a dispatcher on the line. I don't need no man, but you need someone to carry your bags for you, right? You need someone to carry your bags for you from when you're going to the grocery store. You need somebody to load them into the trunk of a car for you. I don't need no man, but if you fall down a flight of stairs, you don't want some little old ladies to come pick you. You don't want women to come pick you up off the ground. You break your bones. You don't want a woman to come and get you. You want some big ass strong men, some big strong fucking men to come and pick your broken ass up and put you on a and put you in an ambulance and get you to the hospital as quickly as possible. All right, you get into a car accident. You don't want some little old some small ladies trying to get the door off. You want some big ass strong men, some big fucking men to rip that fucking door off, clear that motherfucking steel, get your ass out of that car, and get you off to help. Okay? When you are in a fire, when there is a raging fire, okay, and you are out. This is listen to me. You don't want some little a small woman to come in there and try to pick you up, all right? Because it's not happening. You want some big ass man, some motherfucker like 6'5", looks like Hercules, okay? Looks like Hercules or Black Hercules to pick your ass up and to carry you to safety as the flames are raging around you. This is the honest to goodness truth. These women don't need a man. They put down men, but whenever things are going to hell around them, that's when they need a man. Okay? And they'll say, "Oh well, that's just physical stuff." Oh yeah, yeah. When you can't pay your bills, you want men to come and rescue you, right? Guys, as men walk away from society, they're going to increasingly say, you know what, I don't want to have any more relationships with people who just want to take advantage of me. They just want me for my money and they provide no utility at all. Men are waking up, they're refusing to just hand over their money to women who just want to take it, use it to buy luxury items, and are literally planning their divorce before they plan their wedding. They're already working on the exit before they even step into the new home. This is the situation that men are living with, and men are not going to take it laying down. All these men are getting together, men of different backgrounds, men of different races, ethnic groups, men of different cultures are saying, you know what, this is happening in my house, this is happening in my society, and I'm tired of the nonsense, I'm tired of the crap, I'm not going to be abused, I'm not going to be taken advantage of. There's this terrible alliance between Western women and Western governments, to extract resources from men. Because women believe that they are the foundation of society. Men are the foundation of society. Women believe that they hold up half the sky. That's absolutely incorrect. Men hold up the entire sky. The entire sky is carried on the backs of men. And it's because of the efforts of men why women are able to live in a society where they can actually go out and earn an income for themselves and where they can survive and even thrive. But without men, that's not possible. Men build the infrastructure of society. Men are the infrastructure of society, and it's something that has been completely overlooked. Women do not take men seriously. They look down upon men when in reality nothing can exist without men. When the Ukrainian war started, men 18 and older. Actually, some people told me it's 17 or 16. I don't know if that's the case, but I heard that men 18 and older were barred from leaving the country, while women were allowed to leave, because if the men leave, there's no country. And while you were not forced to join the military, you couldn't leave the country, because once the men abandoned the country, there's no more country. Okay? It's men that establish countries. It's men that build societies, and then women thrive in them. But when the men leave, that's the end of it. There are stories. Back when I was in Big Town, there were stories about entire places, entire countries that went to ruin, and women would just leave their children in the streets, and there would just be children littered through the streets who were abandoned by their mothers, because their mothers were like, "Yeah, I can't provide for you. I'm sorry, I can't save you. I have to save myself." And there are stories even in countries like Afghanistan where you hear stories like people had multiple children, like women had multiple children during the conflict that recently happened, and they lost all of those children. And some of these women are still in their 20s, in mid-20s even. It's like, you're like, what? And they lost all of their children. And it's just absolute, it's heartbreaking, but it's true. Whatever war, whenever devastation happens and men pick up and leave, women don't seem to comprehend that without men, there's no society. There's no, and the funny thing, the irony is that it takes men who are virtuous in character, men who care, men who actually Men who actually want a difference that get up and fight for something. But when you live in a society where men are basically told that they're of no other value other than being a utility, and that they are obligated to give you their wealth and resources because they'll be taken from them by the government, and they're obligated to go overseas and fight for their country. They're obligated to protect women, and women can do no wrong because at the end of the day, men will always want them. Women are perfect, and there's nothing that a woman can do that can stop men from wanting them, and from women having this lock over society, because in their minds there's nothing they can do that will ever result in them falling from grace with men. And it's amazing, it's absolutely amazing that they have this narcissistic view of the world. But there's a correction for everything. Men are problem solvers, and it's intriguing, that they don't comprehend that even if men can't figure out what their problem is, men can figure out the solution. Even if men ultimately can't say, you know what, I can't figure out exactly what the problem is, but I know exactly what the solution is. Men are problem solvers. Men are problem solvers. All right, men are problem solvers. We'll get to the heart. We'll get to the core of it. For example, if men can't figure out what a woman's problem is, they'll just say that she's the problem, and they'll figure out how to find a solution for that. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. If you agree with me that men are done giving their money to women, they're done giving their utility to women, they're done giving their time to women, because time equal money, okay, and money equal women, and women equal problems. So how do you get rid of those? How do you get rid of your problems while keeping your money? Get rid of the women. Simple as that. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video, and just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.